Folks, welcome back. I have your latest home prices and insights for York Region, for Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham for week ending April 6, 2022. Is the party over? Well, we're going to get into the numbers in a little while, but quick answer, the party's over in a lot of situations. We do a fair bit of transactions, selling and buying in York Region. And there's this one example where we've been working with this buyer now. They're looking to buy their dream home. We've been working with them for about a year now. And they're looking for their dream home in the Keelan, Major Mackenzie area, part of Vaughan. Earlier on in the year, January and February, there was a few properties that made sense to them that they would have loved to have bought, but prices were just way too high, outside their budget. It didn't make sense them stretching to get it. Price just didn't make sense to them. Now the market's a little bit softer. All around you, the market's a little bit softer. We're seeing it across the GTA. So now we're seeing where prices are more in line with their budget, what they're willing to spend. And we saw this one house just the other day that they love. This would easily be their dream home. Now, the home needs about a bit of work. There may be $250,000, $300,000 worth of work to update the home, which they're okay. Our clients are okay spending that, but purchase price has to kind of be in line with all these extra updates that need to be done. But the home is priced at probably what it should sell at, in my opinion. And there's an offer date, which would imply that sellers are looking for more. So I called the listing agent, and they're at a price, when I talked about kind of what the expectations are as far as price, it's like way out of whack. The price that the sellers are thinking of getting is a January, February price, not an April price. And when I asked, I'm not being rude, I'm just trying to get some information to help my buyer clients out. I asked, which property are you kind of comparing this to? Which are the comparables that help you to figure out your price? He's comparing it to properties that are far superior and sold in January and February, when there's more recent sales that would kind of have my way of thinking of where price should be. And my buyers are completely educated in everything happening in the pocket that they're looking for, and we've seen some of the homes, like they get the pricing. This person, these sellers, this agent is completely out of whack. So now I got to play this dumb game where I've got to, because one of two things are going to happen. On offer night, either a buyer's going to go in, put in an offer, and spend way more on this house than they should. And let's face it, we've seen that before. And so if that was to happen, well, good for the sellers. They got what they wanted. But I'm thinking, this buyer, like, where are they getting their advice that makes sense, spending that kind of money on that house? So that could happen. But the most likely that's going to happen, there's going to be no offers, or one or two, but nowhere near where the sellers want to be. That's most likely what's going to happen, because we're seeing it everywhere when homes are just not priced right. I can go online and I could see how many showings they've got booked, and they've got very few. One today, another one tomorrow. Very few showings booked. So I don't think offer night's going to be that successful for them. So the dumb game I got to play is between now and offer date, which is in a week from now. Every now and then I got to be calling the listing agent. Like, I can't say, you're crazy, you're nuts, what's the matter with you with the price? I can't upset the listing agent, because I'm hoping to work with them and putting a deal together, but a more realistic deal when the sellers kind of come down a notch and understand that maybe they've made a mistake with the listing price. So I got to play this game, and I got to be in touch with the agent, and then on offer night I've got to call wondering what's happening, even though I know what's happening, and I've got to try to be top of mind so when the sellers are prepared to be more realistic, we can get in there right away. It shouldn't be like this, and the longer the property's on the market, the more it hurts the sellers. It's great for my clients. I'm representing the buyers on this side. It's great for them, but they could buy the property today if the sellers were just realistic with their price. It is April, it's not January, February. Prices are down. I will illustrate that further with the charts I'm about to show you. As always, who you hire matters. If you think this video could help anybody you know, please pass it along. Let's get into the numbers. Before it's too late, let me wish everybody a happy Easter, whether you're celebrating it or not. Enjoy the time off with your family and friends. If you want to reach out to me to talk anything at all about real estate, buying, selling, it's really simple. In the description below, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, pick a time that's suitable for you. This way, I'll know ahead of time and I'll be able to organize my schedule, and we'll talk about whatever is on your mind. Let's get into the numbers, and the big question is the party over in Vaughan, in Richmond Hill and Markham? Well, it's not a big question. The answer is pretty obvious. Let me show you here. We've got detached properties only for Vaughan, broken down on a weekly basis for the course of a whole year. April 6th is the last week ending here. Sales are way down. We sold 40 detached properties in Vaughan for week ending April the 6th, way down from the previous weeks, way down from last year, but we'll get into that on one of the next few slides. Average sold price is way down from last week, just under 1.8. 1,796,000 is the average sold price for Vaughan. Only 9 properties sold at $2 million or more. It might sound a lot, but we're used to selling 20, 24, 33 properties at $2 million or more. We sold only 9. Again, average sold price is just under 1.8 million. Average sold price has gone up, and now it's quickly coming down. No doubt that the market has kind of settled in. It's not January, February anymore, where prices were going up, seemed almost weekly by $100,000 now. They're coming down just as fast. And in York region in particular, you know, when Toronto itself, city of Toronto gets just way too expensive. A lot of people are going to argue it's too expensive always. But when prices start going up in Toronto and prices many people out, one of the first areas that people look to buy in is York region. So prices go up quickly in York region when Toronto gets expensive. But also, as things calm down, York region tends to be the one that comes down quickly also. So average sold price, we could see it from the high, the end of February, mid-February, coming down very quickly. We're 12% higher than last year's average sold price. Median price is 15% higher than last year's median price. So we're still ahead of the game. What I'm talking about coming down is over the last few months. That's all. Median price and average sold price is pretty much the same right now. So of the 40 that did sell, 75% sold at list price or more. And when we look at overall sales year to date, January 1st to April 6th, we're 25% lower sales this year than what we were selling last year. When we look at listings year to date, we're 13% lower listings this year than last year. But let's look at closer look at the listings. The orange is this year, blue is last year's listings. You can see over the last several weeks, listings have been going up. You know, when I look at that, I think, okay, so listings have been going up. Active listings, which is the actual amount of listings, properties available for sale at midnight on the week ending date, it's also going up, but not as fast. You'd figure with sales coming down and listings going up, active listings would be even higher. So here's what's happening. When I go in and I look for the data of how many new listings came up, well, there's properties that are being listed with an offer date, then they don't sell. That listing gets terminated and gets relisted. So in this number of 123 new listings, there's properties that have been listed more than once. If we look at just how many properties, individual properties got listed, then this number here of 123 would be lower. I just can't pull that out of the data. However, all new listings, 123, active listings, 216. That's why active listings is not so much higher, because there's double listings in that amount. When we look at months of inventory, took a big jump from 0.8 to 1.2. Now, in some of the other markets, we're seeing months of inventory go up also, but it's going up by 0.1, by 0.2. Vaughan, it went up by 0.4. So it's now sitting at 1.2 months, and we haven't seen that all year. We've got here 1.4, but that's New Year's, the week of New Year's. We don't count those numbers. There's really no validity to those numbers. So outside of that, we've never seen this year 1.2 months of inventory, and we're seeing prices coming down as months of inventory go up. Let's look at Richmond Hill. We're going to have similar story in Richmond Hill. Only 21 detached properties sold in Richmond Hill. 21, that's it, across all of Richmond Hill. 9 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price is just over $2 million at $2,068,000. But you could see it coming down. It has been going up for months and months, and now it's coming down. $2,068,000 is 15% higher than last year's average sold price, and median price is also 15% higher. Median price is sitting at $1.9 million. Looking at the sales, year to date, we are 26% less sales this year than what we were selling last year, year to date. Of the 21 that sold, 67% sold at list price or more. And when we look at the listings, year to date, we're 11% less listings. We listed a bit more this week than we did last week. We listed 87. Active listings is sitting at 237. Well, months of inventory has shot way up. It went up by almost a month. 0.8 months it went up by. It's now sitting at 2.6 months of inventory. And just like Vaughan, let's get rid of January here. We've not seen 2.6 months of inventory yet this year. So this is the part of the year where we're seeing properties sitting out there longer, more room for negotiation, more competition, more properties, and it's sloping the average sold price lower. Let's look at Markham. 31 detached properties were sold in Markham. 9 were at $2 million or more. Again, only 31 were sold. Average sold price has come down. It's now sitting at $1,855,000. Same idea. It's the same movie as Vaughan and Richmond Hill. Average sold price is going up. Now it's coming down. Average sold price of $1,855 is 9% higher than last year's average sold price. Median price is 11% higher than last year's median price at this time. Median price is $1,783,000. Looking at sales, only 31 that sold. Still, 81% of those were sold at list price or more. But year to date, we're 39% lower this year in sales versus last year. 39% lower. Now, I know last year was a record year as far as sales go, but we're way off the mark this year versus what we were selling last year. Listings year to date are 15% lower. We listed 99, similar to what we've been doing the last couple of weeks, and months of inventory has shot up. It went from 1.1 to 1.7 months of inventory. Big jump. Average sold price is sloping down. For a while we've been talking about how well condos are doing. Well, maybe the party's over on that story also. We sold only 51 condos across York region. One of them was at $1 million or more. Average sold price has been coming down for a few weeks now. The average sold price is now $763,000. Average sold price has shot up quickly. Now we're starting to see it trending down. 763 is 16% higher than last year's average sold price. Median price is also 16% higher than last year. Median price is $744,000. Let's look at sales. Year to date, 19% less sales this year. Of the 51 that sold, 84% sold at list price or more. So those 51 still very competitive. Listings are up. So sales are down. Listings are up. Active listings are higher. What do you think is happening to months of inventory? Of course, it's higher. And if we get rid of week ending January 5th that included the New Year's holiday, we've never seen 1.3 months of inventory. And it's way higher. Big jump from what it was last week. So as months of inventory go up, average sold price, you'll see it start to come down. Here's a summary of all the months of inventory. They're all up. They're all up across the GTA. Prices are trending downwards. Look, we're still way ahead of last year's average sold price, and last year's average sold price is way higher than the previous year's average sold price. So I'm not talking doom and gloom. But if you're a buyer, there's opportunities now that weren't there 2 weeks ago. And the big question is, for a lot of people, are prices going to continue to come down? Are they going to level up? Or is this going to last for another week or two and then prices shoot up again? Nobody knows that answer, although there's lots of people prepared to tell you with conviction that they know what the answer is, but nobody knows that answer. If we can help with anything, please reach out. Have an awesome day, and again, Happy Easter.